In 2011, I bought Bitcoin at $2.52. And so technically, this Lamborghini only cost me about $115 back in 2011. As a startup entrepreneur, I've created many different types of startups. I've invested in many types of different ideas, technologies, companies, and not all of them have worked out. However, there's been one investment that has worked significantly well, and that has been Bitcoin. I first invested in Bitcoin in November of 2011, and what this really was is just a lucky investment. I read an Ars Technica article in October of 2011, and that really got my interest into this new and nascent technology. And so being a noob, I did a little bit of research. It took me about a month to research it. And in November of 2011, I bought my first Bitcoin at $2.52. So for those that don't know, Bitcoin is a radically different monetary system. It's just like the pound or the yen. It's an investment that you can make. Now, like other traditional investments like stocks, bonds, mutual funds, this one has high risk and high reward. And so as an entrepreneur, that's basically my game. I love getting into new, nascent, bleeding edge technology, and Bitcoin is certainly one of those. What makes me so excited about Bitcoin is the proliferation of all these different cryptocurrencies that have come out after 2009 when Bitcoin came out. And what we have now is a plethora, a huge opportunity to invest in a multiplicity of different coins with potential high returns, with also high risk as well. I had no confidence that Bitcoin was gonna make a ton of money for me back in 2011. No idea. It was a risky proposition, and I invested more probably than I should have at the time. And from that day, I've been holding it until today. Now, I wasn't really involved with Bitcoin from about 2011 to about 2014. I really kind of forgot about it until I found out the price of Bitcoin had reached about $200 to $250. That's when I really woke up. And I found that this was a technology not only as a great investment, but as a great technology for the future. It really is the future of money. And so this has been my most successful investment over the last 6 years or so. And one of my dreams has always been to buy a Lamborghini with Bitcoin. Now, the memes and the trolls and the people online will always tell you to never buy a Lambo with Bitcoin, because as Bitcoin continues to rise in price, then it's gonna end up being a $20 million Lamborghini. But sometimes you just have to reward yourself. Now, I did a video previously about how my wife did not want me to buy a Lamborghini. She thought it was too pretentious. She thought it was too ostentatious. She thought it was too, can I say rapper? It was too like gangster rap of sorts for me. And so I ended up buying an Audi R8 and ended up putting about as much money into it as I could have just bought a Lamborghini outright. However, when I was over at the VINwiki office, my colleague of mine, Ed Bolian, had his green Murcielago here, and my son was with me. And when my son got into his car, my wife was here as well. When my son got into the car, my wife's heart was changed. She looked at that and it changed her life. And I remember asking her later, I said, so why are you allowing me to buy a Lamborghini with Bitcoin? And she said, well, the reason is because I saw my son in Ed's Murcielago. And I was like, well, what does that mean? So she's like, well, he looked really good sitting in Ed's car, and I would really love to see my son drive a Lamborghini in the future, which obviously didn't include me, but I guess I need to be the purchaser of this car so that my son can drive this in the future. Bitcoin in the last couple months has reached $4,000 and close to $5,000 a coin, and I thought that this would be the best time to just slam it down, be a world first. From what I understand, no one in the world has ever bought a Lamborghini with Bitcoin before. After seeing this car on DuPont registry, I was so excited. This was the car that I needed to buy with Bitcoin. So I had my heart set on it, went through the entire process of going back and forth with the dealership, and we finally came to a satisfactory deal. So we got to see the entire life cycle of me selling the Bitcoin or transferring the Bitcoin, going to the dealership in the Audi R8, dropping off, signing the papers, and getting into my Bitcoin Lamborghini, which is now technically the new name of this car, which is the Bitcoin Lamborghini. And so super excited about it. I'm sure you guys are gonna see pictures of it somewhere around here. But yes, this is a world first. Super excited to unveil to the world the Bitcoin Lamborghini. And mostly, I want to use the Bitcoin Lambo as a mechanism for having great conversations with people and help educate them about the power and potential of Bitcoin. So I wanna drive it everywhere. I would love everyone to see this awesome machine, not only the awesomeness of this machine, but I would love to have conversations with people around Bitcoin and blockchain technology and how it can change their lives as well. In 2011, I bought Bitcoin at $2.52. And so technically, this Lamborghini only cost me about $115 back in 2011. Now, Bitcoin has grown from $2.52 to now over 4,000, and that's where I've been able to profit. And so this Bitcoin Lamborghini has been completely paid for by profits from my original investment in 2011.
If you like that story, it's time to make one of your own. Extreme Experience puts you in the driver's seat of some of the world's best supercars at over 20 racetracks coast to coast with no speed limits, no shifting restrictions, and no governors. Head to the link to choose your supercar, find a racetrack near you, and start making a story of your own. Extreme Experience. It's your turn.